Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome once again to kind of an in-your-face special. We're talking about getting closer to our hours. I know that a lot of people have been wondering, how close are we, Prince Magnum? How close are we? And we're going to kind of talk about that. We're going to talk about how, basically how we did over this weekend, and basically what you guys are going to see tomorrow. I know a lot of people are probably excited about the return of Project Spirit. We did kind of like a live stream, but that doesn't mean that we got to take her around the block. Um, there is basically we have a video like that coming out. We've got a video where we're going to be taking. Hey, what's going on, Raven? Good to see you, buddy. I never seen you go live today. I was going to sneak in and see you, but I never seen you go live today. And I tried. I stayed as close to YouTube as possible today, despite all the editing I did, which we'll talk about that. We have a premiere tomorrow, and initially the one that I was going to use, I decided not to use. It seems like everyone wants to see Project Spirit right now. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Um, I do want to see about it sometime here in the near future doing like uh, joint streams with a bunch of you. Like basically where we're all streaming together at the same time. I think that would be really, really exciting, a lot of fun. So definitely I'm wanting to do something like that. And of course, Fortnite would be the way. I don't play any other games right now. Well, I take that back. I did play a different game today, but I can't stream it yet. Um, oh, you call for um, last night was really exciting. I figure I'd go ahead and talk a little bit about that. Last night I did my first live stream where they've heard me in you guys' streams live, and they've heard oh shoot, they've heard you guys in other in my recorded videos from Fortnite, but oh, thank you. um but last night was the very first time that anyone could hear you, Raven, or for that matter, hear anybody in my stream live. To hear, basically, this was better than a panel for me because we're all playing and having a good time. And I was exhausted by the end of the night. What, almost 6 hours into it? I mean, that's dedication, man. That's dedication. And shoot, after you all left, Broken Mike and I just sat around and chit-chatted for a little. We didn't do anything. We just sat there on Fortnite and just chatted. Broken Mike's a great guy. I love that guy, and I hope he knows it. I'm so glad that Ian and you, Raven, introduced me to Broken Mike. He is a very, very kind and loving gentleman. Very, very sweet gentleman, and just I really get a kick out of him. I really get a kick out of that guy. I'm glad you guys introduced me to him, because he's definitely a one of a kind. He's definitely a one of a kind, and I mean that with the most sincerity that I could possibly, give to a person. Broken Mike is definitely one of the kindest, sweetest men that I've had the opportunity to talk to, and I'm very grateful for his friendship. Um, no question about it. No question about it. And of course, to be able to run with you and Ian and Viable. Oh my God, I had so much fun. I had so much fun with you guys. Um, I look forward to streaming with you guys like that again. I know we're not gonna. I might go ahead and stream Tuesday, kind of, sort of, or I might go ahead and just record. I might just record instead. Well, hey there, Carla. Good to see you. Oh, yes, had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was quiet. It was nice and quiet. I did have to work a little bit Thanksgiving, but I only worked like 4 hours, and I had to go to a different, same owner operator, but I had to go to one of the other restaurants, basically about a half an hour away, one of their other restaurants, and work in that one. Now basically on the payroll for two different locations, which is pretty cool. So that was really awesome. It's good to see you, Carla. I hope your Thanksgiving was wonderful as well. I hope that you got to spend all the time in the world with the family and that sort of thing. Um, but yes, for those that are kind of getting caught up to speed, Project Spirit is home, and I spent today. I've got videos that I'm kind of working on. Oh, you enjoy, there you go. So let me say um, right now, currently, I'm working on two different years here on the Prince Magnum channel. I know that sounds crazy, but basically, I'm finishing out this year, but I'm already working on next year's content. Okay, I'm actually already releasing next year's content. Okay, well, putting together next year's content. I'm wanting it to carry us in a good way into the year, enough where I can kind of back it because I got to get through a good part of next year because of weather. The Prince Magnum channel will always be primarily DIY. And of course, and when I say DIY, I'm talking DIY custom cars, DIY romance, urban survival, things like that. We will always be at the forefront there. And I like it that way. I want it to stay that way. We are going to continue to throw out, video game streams and have fun and get to show off other people's personalities. Because a lot of times I think, in between all of the stuff that I do on the channel, sometimes people forget I kind of have a personality. I don't know what some people think of said personality, but it's mine, and I don't mind who I am. I love who I am. I'm not a bad person. And of course, sobriety's taught me that. So y'all know that. We'll save that for Thursday nights. But I love who I am. I'm okay with the person looking back at me in the mirror. And because of that, um, you know, uh, I could do like a panel on StreamYard, but I'll be honest with you, I'd rather do something and hang out with folks, and hanging out with like Raven and Ian and Broken Mike, Viable Solutions, and all the people he brought along in his stream. And of course Mikey G. Mikey G is an amazing guy. I mean, I've had the opportunity to talk to that guy, and he's amazing, amazing guy. And of course Pinky Ness. It's just a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. And honestly, I don't think I think a lot of times people forget that most people who do video game streams, most of them, not all of them, but most of them really do have fantastic personalities, amazing personalities. A lot of you don't get enough credit for how awesome your personalities are. And Raven is very proud of his gameplay, hardworking guy. But I've had the opportunity to talk with him a little bit when the cameras are off, and he puts, I'll say it this way, what you get on camera and who he really is behind the scenes. I won't give away too much. I don't want to, he's got his persona that he portrays, but I will say, Raven, you are also a very sweet and kind person. One of the greats here on YouTube, and to have the opportunity to also talk to you behind the scenes has been absolutely wonderful. I have truly enjoyed it. I don't think I could say enough good about you as well. Just, it's one of those things. Hey, what's going on, Jacob? Good to see you, buddy. There's another one I honestly think that Jacob probably is one of the guys who actually, even if he's not able to be in your stream, he will go around and just leave probably some of the sweetest comments that, you could ever ask for. Just really a great guy. Um, You know, I'm very fortunate as a content creator. I'm really, really fortunate. When I go live, there's a lot of you that come in and just wonderful personalities. Carla, you're another one that has just a sweet and loving personality. There's so many of you that just, and I've been in Carla's stream before. Um, and she was going through some stuff, and someone came in, and it was, yeah. What- I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. I'm very fortunate as a content creator to have some really wonderful personalities that do come in here. Queen Bee, when she's in here, just wonderful personality. And playing Fortnite with Queen Bee, you just never know what to expect out of that young lady. Just wonderful personality. And of course, my own wife, of course, I'm going to say she's got the greatest personality on my channel, but so it's been really exciting, a lot of fun to hang out with all of you and to be able to live stream and bring you guys a lot of you guys' personalities onto Fortnite has been absolutely fun. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, so let's get underway. Um, Before I go to bed tonight, I get to begin loading a premiere video due to be released at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard US time. For you guys in the UK, that's about this time right now. The premiere video is going to be on Project Spirit being changed over to an automatic. And I'm gonna kind of go into a little bit of detail why I did it, which we've kind of talked about, but it's going to give, more of a, it's sometimes hard to talk about different things like that here on the channel when I go live, because of the problem is that when I try to go live and explain it, people coming in, hey, Prince Michael, hi, how's everybody doing? And you want to keep talking about it, and so trying to carry on, multiple conversations at once, basically trying to take care of the chat. And there's a lot of things that I do end up missing. So the edited content really does provide me that opportunity to be able to present it to you all and kind of explain that what it is that's happening with Project Spirit, but then at the same time, doing a be there in the chat and actually focus on you guys completely. It's wonderful. I love that. So for me, that has been, that's been, one of them things. Um, one of those things that now that I'm able to kind of get in there and you know, uh and do that whole thing, you know. There we go. Um, to kind of do my thing there. Now that I've said that, um, you know, so tomorrow is going to have a video, Project Spirit, getting out there, and I'm kind of taking her around town a little bit. Now, I will tell you, kind of give you guys some behind the scenes. There's going to be some cut scenes in there. Well, at one point, I decided to do a cut scene where I'm kind of talking about it, and then it kind of fades and goes into like a music montage of Spirit kind of going around where I live, kind of driving around town a little bit. Basically you can hear kind of our engine going, and then we've got the music and You know what? Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Y'all are gonna have to explain what that BUW thing is, because I've heard you guys talking about it, and I know that's Broken Mike is the one who kind of runs that show, and I've been curious about that. I want to learn a little bit more about that. I don't know if I would get in, but hey. So now that I've said that, um, Project Spirit is, we're, you get to go around with her around town, kind of see where, the town I live in. You get to kind of see how she behaves as an automatic car, which I will say again, she's a different animal now as an automatic. And by driving her as an automatic, there's some things that I see that I'm really happy about. There's some things that I'm not exactly happy about. And then there's some things that I just got to get used to. For example, and you all might have a big laugh about this. I've nearly slammed my foot into the floor several times. I'll go to get entered to, hit the, to start her up. I go to hit that starter button, and what am I doing? I'm going to push in a clutch. There is no more clutch. The clutch is gone. Um, so, that is not a thing anymore. Project Spirit's clutch is gone. She's an automatic. Why do I need a clutch? Pop the clutch. There is no clutch, you idiot. But anyhow, so there is no more clutch to deal with. So, that is something I'm gonna have to get used to. And, I got, know, oh, really? Now I know a little bit about that. I'm gonna have to talk to Broken Mike about that, so I can see a little bit more of this. Sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. I don't know if I would, if I would do it, but you never know. But anyhow, so that's kind of a thing, I've been getting in there and, enjoying, drive. I drove around town. It was kind of different. It's kind of different. With Project Spirit as an automatic. I will say you definitely notice that she has manual brakes, and you could definitely tell the difference because for those that remember, we had uh, cat hair on my tongue. We used to have a car called Project Vera, which was a 77 Maverick we had two Mavericks on this channel. And we released a video earlier this year called Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding, The Forgotten Maverick. Um, and that was Project Vera, and that's been like 4 years ago when we had that car. And that was kind of cool to have. That was Princess Faye's, um, you know, answer to Project Spirit. And at one point in time, Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding was actually called Two Sides of the Same Coin. And it was basically showing that you can kind of have the same car and do different things with it. It doesn't have to be done the same way. That's been a big complaint of mine in in the American custom car scene is everybody's building the same car. Everybody is pretty well building the same car. If you pick up the Ford side of it all, everyone's pretty well doing the same exact thing. Especially if you get into the Mustangs. It pretty much most everyone is building a modern Mustang on the Ford side. Most everybody, not everybody, but most everybody's building a modern Mustang. It has the same engine. Pretty much everything is the same. The only difference is maybe the color. That's it. You go over to the GM side, it really doesn't matter. Everyone's going to the 383 stroker. There's no more variety of the custom engines. And if they're not doing a 383 stroker, they're doing an LS. Go over to the Mopar side. Really, that's cool, man. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to, shoot me some information so I can check it out. Because I used to be a big wrestling fan, but not so much anymore. Wrestling really is not what it used to be. And for the record, Randy Orton, Randy Orton definitely has the seal of approval from Prince Magnum because Randy Orton is actually from St. Louis, Missouri. Yep. What's going on, Kevin? Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. You're a good man. There's another one with great personality. Love you, Kevin. So, you know, what was I yapping about? I remember, as I was talking about custom cars, Project Vera, the 77 Maverick, she had manual brakes and she had a six-cylinder pretty much identical to, Project Spirit. The only difference is Project Spirit six-cylinder has had some improvements. So it was already putting down a little bit better performance than Project Vera. And Project Vera stopped just fine with the manual brakes. Project Spirit, you got to push down a little bit harder because she wants to push through brakes. She got a little bit more torque, since we did some stuff to actually free up a little bit more performance. Um, Now, because, so, and it used to be you'd be able to, there you go. Thank you so much for that, Kevin. We'll get over there. we'll get over there and show some love. But we went to push in. It before. When you had when you had the manual, you could push in the clutch. You didn't really notice that it was a manual. Manual brakes. It stopped easy. Well, now you have a constant power flowing to the back tires, even when you're not accelerating. For anyone who knows how the automatics are. So she's trying to push through the brakes a little bit. So you have to push down a little bit harder, and that's and Project Vero didn't quite have that problem. So I know another person and I were kind of having a debate on what he might consider a powerful engine and what I consider a powerful engine. We have two different ideas. His is a little bit more focused on numbers of horsepower. Mine's more focused on getting it, not so much the amount, the number of horsepower, but it's getting the most of that. It doesn't matter the number to the back tires and to the pavement. And so you want that engine to be, stout, strong, and at the same time, I don't like building weekend warriors. This person has no problem with building a weekend warrior. So we have two different ideas, and not necessarily saying that how he does it is wrong, and it's not saying that how I do it is wrong. It's just we have two different ideas. Um, you know, of what is what we're looking at. Basically what we're looking at from our projects. We have two different ideas, I guess you could say. Not saying he's right or that I'm right. It's just that differences of opinion, and both of us are entitled to it. So when you guys see that premiere video tomorrow, just kind of Project Spirit's a little bit of a different vehicle. Just kind of a heads up. She's a different. As we continue to kind of go through and do the different stuff that we're doing, yes. Oh, thank you so much, Waylon. Welcome to the live stream. Well, okay, now I see your name. Hang on a second here. All right, there we go. Waylon, since you are, since you're Kevin's brother, um, I already know that, you're already one of us at this point. Um, Waylon, if you would do me the honors and drop a comment in the chat, and as we always do, actually, let's do it right. Let's do this right. Waylon, if you would do me a favor, if you would drop a comment in the chat, you'll notice the color of the text of your name has changed. You'll notice an icon next to that name. That is because you are a member of the Maverick Mechanics. Welcome to the club, my friend. I know that you, just like your brother, will watch my back closely and kind of keep the stalkers away. No, thank you for coming over. It's so wonderful. Any family of Kevin's is a family member of mine. That's just how we treat it, and that goes for any of y'all in here. That's just how it works. So now that I've kind of talked a little bit about that, so Project Spirit, as we continue to go through the changes, a lot of the changes that I'm gonna kind of start making from here are going to be really focused on the. Oh no, no, I appreciate you guys. You guys, all of you mean the world to me. So now, as I was kind of talking about, right now, this the automatic swap and what we're starting to do to the automatic is in preparation for next year. Right, exactly, exactly. So we're kind of looking ahead for next year and kind of preparing for next year's content. Because Project Spirit's not going to keep an inline six for much longer. We're going to go ahead and push her till she hits 300,000, but plans are already in motion. I'm pretty well planning by the end of next year, before the end of next year, before the end of the summer of next year, Project Spirit's probably going to be swapped over to a V8. So Project Spirit will no longer have a six cylinder. I know there's some of you already that are like, what? What? No six cylinder anymore? No, we're going full custom. You guys got to remember, Project Spirit, we have to look into the future. The inline six, as amazing as that engine is, as much as I love Project Spirit's inline six, I love that engine. It's a lot of fun. I don't care what anybody says. I know that, again, there are some American gearheads, well, some of us in the hot rod community, that we really get hung up on the number of cylinders. It has to have 8 cylinders for some reason, and the big horsepower numbers. To me, if I can get in there, it doesn't matter the number. I never really care how much horsepower it has. I don't care about that at day's end. Does it do what I want it to do? Number one, it's got to be reliable. It has to be reliable, okay? It's got to be economical. Does it not suck the gas out of the tank? Just like it can't do that, okay? And and if I feel like laying down, there you go. Thank you, Jacob. And when I put that pedal down, is that power getting to that pavement and having fun? That's it's got to be able to do those three things. After that, numbers don't mean diddly shit. Okay. I know again, and he's a dear friend of mine. There's actually a dear friend of mine. Oh, big numbers. No, I don't care about that. At day's end, it doesn't matter as long as I'm having a good time. And, I'm not looking to break the bank. I'm not looking to break parts. None of that stuff really matters. Give me a good solid running engine, and as long as I can get that power to the pavement, I promise I'll have fun. That's all that matters to me. So, we're looking ahead in the future. And unfortunately, the 6 cylinders are just not supported here in the American market. If I wanted it to be supported, I'm going to have to order outside of the United States. I'll have to order all the way to Australia for most everything. And then it's going to get too pricey. So for do-it-yourself budget hot rodding, that is not in the cards. So we're going to have to hang up the old 6 cylinder. We're going to have, she's almost, that 6 cylinder is almost 50 years old. We're going to retire Project Spirit's inline six, give it a gold watch, and go ahead and go over to the V8, because of the simple fact that, it's just going to be easier to get the parts for. And it does give me the opportunity to kind of explore the gray area of V8s that most people don't know exists. Yeah, there's a gray area. There's a gray area that nobody knows about. Everyone hears American V8 and automatically big numbers, bad gas mileage. Big horsepower numbers, bad gas mileage. That's all we think. There used to be a time when you could get a low performance V8 and a mid performance V8, and you could get it from the factory. There used to be a time, and I'm actually going to be able to finally explain that in the building of a V8 engine for Project Spirit. But before we can get to that, we have to do a lot of stuff before then. So, okay. So we've talked about Project Spirit for about half the stream, and, the bulk of the information is going to be in edited videos. So just kind of a heads up there. So now that I've said that, now for the big news. I know a lot of you are wondering, all right, Prince Magnum, how close are we? How close is the watch time? I hear y'all. How close are we? 215 hours to go. We literally knocked out over the weekend. Well, hello, Zach. Welcome to the live stream. I don't believe we've met before. If we have, I apologize. I'm really bad with remembering a lot of people. So welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. I'm glad that you came in. We're kind of chit-chatting about the project car, Project Spirit, my 1975 Ford Maverick, and now we're getting ready to start talking about the watch hours for the channel. How close are we to monetization? How close are we? That's the big one. How close are we? Let me say right now, Project Spirit, basically I'm stuck on Project Spirit. For our watch hours, 215 hours to go. That's where we're at. $215 to go. We knocked out probably over the weekend, close to 45 hours Those marathon streams really did knock out that much. So it was worth it. We're that close. Now, I imagine with tomorrow's premiere, because it's about 24 minutes long, I'd have to double check that. Yeah, about 24 minutes long with tomorrow's premiere. You know, there you go. You guys are awesome. So that's big news for all of you. So Project Spirit's going to be, definitely at the We're pushing her towards the forefront as we continue to get closer to the end of the year. There you guys go. That's what's up. Yes, if you're in blue, don't be afraid to drop a link. Um, so now, as we're getting closer to the days when the end of the year, we've got some content to kind of also get out to basically get it off of the on deck. For those that don't know, oh, thank you so much, Waylon. Appreciate that. For those that don't know, when I edit a video, I actually have spots on my computer. Like for some reason, if I accidentally delete a a video, from my channel, because there's been times that I'll be cycling through and then all of a sudden accidentally kind of delete a a particular video. That's happened twice in the 5 years that I've been pushing the channel. When this happens, I always keep a video kind of backlogged, just in case that I need to kind of go back and upload a video. That has happened again. I actually had that happen with a video on one of my old cars that I had years ago. Wow, we're all at 30. Wow, 30 likes. Thank you all so very much. I do appreciate that. Um, so right now, currently, I've got some videos that I just need to release so I can get them off of the on deck spot. And I'm almost going to have to create a brand new folder just for next year's content, which I've got a video to shoot, which I'll probably start working on pretty soon. I may have to wait till next weekend, to begin shooting because I've got to clean up that kitchen. So we've got that to work on. Thank you. 35 likes. I look away for a brief second while I'm trying to remember everything, keep caught up with what I wanted to talk about tonight. Which for next year, where we've got I basically have in my cinnamon, cinnamon. Okay, okay. Might have to holler at him. Might have to holler at good old broken Mike for doing something like that. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Um, that'd be. I got to get broken Mike onto Fortnite so he can do the cinnamon challenge. Boom, boom. Well, Anyhow, um, so that's one of the things that's got to come up. Now, along with all of this, here pretty soon, I believe that well, this next weekend we'll be bringing. Oh, Waylon, you will definitely have to be in on Saturday evenings when we do the Getting Spicy with Cinnamon live streams, which that will be back this coming Saturday. We will be doing Cinnamon will be making her return after a week off from the Prince Magnum channel. Hopefully, there has been some interest re-sparked in her. So that is what we're looking at doing. I'm definitely hoping that everyone, basically is able to. Yeah. Let me give you a little back history. Um, there is there is now a character that has been created here on this channel. I basically act a character out. and the character is basically a drag queen named Cinnamon. Now, for the record, I'm not actually a drag queen. Um, it's just one of those things that, uh, oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Basically, what happened is that I I was doing a Q and A with my wife and I. It was just the two of us. We were kind of just sitting around doing a Q and A, and it was really nice. There was a lot of people in here that day. It was really a wonderful, wonderful Q and A. And in the middle of the Q&A, I got asked, it's something about, about me doing goth makeup. And someone asked the question, have you ever been in drag before? As well, there was this one time I was drunk and I kind of talked a little bit about it of what I can remember. I was blacked out drunk for the most part. I remember bits and pieces of it. Right, Kevin? Uh, so what ends up happening is that someone was like, "Hey, what's going on, Craig? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, my friend." Greg Parsons, 79. I see that 79. That's my birth year. 1979 was when I was born. So, what basically happens is that cinnamon's created because I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend. For me, it's back to work tomorrow morning. I got to go back to work tomorrow. So it's going to be really nice to get back to work. Um, it's going to be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. Um, because I may not necessarily like the BS that I deal with at work, but I do like what I do for a living. I like the work. I just hate dealing with the other stuff. It's kind of like, leave me alone. I don't mean to be mean to people. It's not that I want to be, I'm trying to be mean. Hey, how you doing, Queen? Um, it's good to see you guys tonight. Good to see everybody. It's so wonderful. So it basically over the course of the next week, tomorrow, like I said, we got the premiere on Project Spirit. And then the rest of December, we're going to be kind of releasing the old content. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I've only had 3 cigarettes today. Only three. And that was just because I had to wait for the vape to recharge. That's it. And I was driving earlier. Oh, you guys are awesome. So Queen, I'm trying. I'm trying. Hey, Simon, welcome to Live. Good to see you. So part of tomorrow, you guys are going to get to see a premiere video, Project Spirit, doing what she do. She's going to be I'm going to be cruising her around my hometown with the automatic in, and then come tomorrow, I got to go before the premiere, obviously. I got a lot going on tomorrow. I start family therapy with my son. That's kind of a story in itself that's really kind of stupid, but hey, whatever. I'll jump through some hoops. Um, wouldn't be the first time I've had to jump through some hoops for the purposes of for my kids. You guys in Illinois, I will say it right now. They always like to say, "Oh, Illinois is all screwed up." No, come to Missouri. You'll see screwed up. I'm telling you, you'll see screwed up. Come to Missouri. Actually, don't come to Missouri. If you're an if for all of you out there, if you're an expecting parent and you're living in Missouri, do yourself a favor. Move away from Missouri. Anyhow, um, yeah, I said that. If you're an expecting parent and you live in Missouri, do yourself a favor. Move. Get out of Missouri. Don't have your child here. Missouri is the most communist place possibly on planet Earth, and that even is more so than China. Anyhow, So it's good to, again, it's good to see everybody tonight. Simon, you're in here enough. I need to do something about this. Simon, hang on a second. Bam! All righty. Simon, if you would do me a big favor. Simon, if you would drop hang on a second. We got to do this right. Simon, if you would do me a favor, if you would drop a comment in the chat, you'll notice that the color of the text of your name has changed. You'll notice an icon next to your name. That is because you are a member of the Maverick Mechanics. Thank you for for showing everyone that you can watch my back. I know that you will. I know you'll take good care of me. And because you have that wrench, I will tell you, you could pretty well do whatever you need to do with it. I mean, you can club my YouTube stalkers over the head all you'd like. I mean, go right on ahead. You can even pick your teeth with it. I don't know if that's a thing, but anyhow, yeah, just thank you, Simon, for being here on the live stream. All right. So now that I've said all of that, I lost my train of thought. Gosh dang it. Come on, brain cell. Kick in, kick in. Um, okay, yes. Next week, Saturday, Cinnamon will be back doing a live stream. But I think we might look into doing it ever so slightly different. I don't know yet. We'll have to look into a couple of things. I don't know yet. We might do it as we have, but I know that we're going to need to add something to it. I have a few ideas. And I know who to talk to. If Ron, I got to holler at Ron and I got to get some help learning a particular program that's now on my computer. So Ron, if you're somewhere kind of lurky turkey or somewhere in the background, I'm going to need some help. Big time. So now that I've said all of that, yes, next week, Saturday, Cinnamon will be back, but also expect another marathon stream. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. No, you guys are awesome. You guys are the ones that are really awesome. What's going on, Ron? Ron, I got to holler at you so I can learn how to set up a panel on StreamYard because I think that's going to be one of the best ways for Cinnamon to interact with other people because trying to get people to interact with Cinnamon in a live stream has been a serious pain in the ass as of the last three streams. And I think that's what's killing the Cinnamon lives. So we're going to see what we could do about that. Most definitely. Hey, Chairman, welcome to the live. Good to see you, buddy. So I'm going to have to talk to you about learning how to do all of that. So it's going to be an opportunity to really, hey, Mikey G. Yeah, so I've got it. I just got to learn how to use it. And I could use a little bit of help because I really have no idea what the frick I'm doing. I can work on a car. I can build an engine. Um, I can edit a video like nobody's business. And you guys are going to get to see some of those editing skills really starting to shine because I'm really starting to get used to that new. What time Saturday? 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. For those of you in the UK, that'll be 1 o'clock a.m. for you guys for Cinnamon to go live. I am doing fantastic, Mike. I hope you're doing good, Mike. I really wanted so badly to have you more, I got to get you into this, into the Fortnite stream with me a little bit more. I want to, I want you to run with me, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Waylon. No, you guys are the ones that are awesome. Every last one of you guys. So, and I'm thinking about doing more or less doing a panel with some of you guys. Basically, you guys will get to do a panel with Cinnamon. So you guys will get to hang out and chat with Cinnamon. That I think. Oh, you're on the East Coast, so you're an hour ahead of me. You're 1 hour ahead of me. So 7 o'clock. It'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time for you guys on the East Coast. It'll be 8 o'clock p.m. Uh, so when's the next Fortnite? Friday night will be the next Fortnite live stream, where we're going to do Save the World. Between now and then, I'm going to spend some time on Save the World, probably after the live event with Galactus, which is coming up in 2 days. So heads up, big live event coming on. I'm probably going to go ahead and record it. I will not go live for it, but I probably will record it Tuesday night. So there you go. Thank you, Chairman, for getting out there. That's it. Don't forget the network, guys. What's going on, Chevy? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. So that's kind of what's going on right there. We're really. Oh yeah, it did really well. We picked up close to, if I remember correctly, we really did. Yeah, Cinnamon will be back this coming Saturday. Chevy, it's wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing well. Are you doing good? I'm hoping you are. It's so wonderful to see you all tonight. It's wonderful to see every last one of you. So Cinnamon will be back this Saturday. We might go live a little bit earlier than usual, depends on how things are rocking and rolling that evening. We might go live a little early, but probably not. Oh, you're sitting. Oh, there you go. There you go. 520. There you go. For those that are asking, okay. Oh, you missed the Fortnite stream. We picked up close to basically by doing what we did, we picked up a lot of hours, probably pretty close to 40 hours total, if I remember correctly. Oh, you're stuck at 130. We're going to try to get you, Mikey G, we got to get you into my stream. We might even see if at some point you and I can do a joint stream together and maybe see if we can't get you some extra people by doing a joint stream. I don't know if we can do that. We'll have to see about doing that sometime, scheduling that out where we can do a joint stream together and maybe see if we can't pick you up some extra people. I know we definitely got to do that with Ian and Raven. Might look at doing that sometime. So again, I also got to get if I got to get Gina in off recording a Cinnamon live doing I was just thought there you are, Gina. I have got to corner you, Gina, because I know you're going to want to do the Cinnamon challenge. I'm Gina, I insist that you do the Cinnamon challenge. You have got to. You have to do the Cinnamon challenge. Now, again, I'm going to mention that we're looking at, and I'm hoping to do this where we can set up a panel for Saturday evenings with Cinnamon. Good to see you, Raven. I'm glad you're still here. Glad you're still here, Raven. But yes, I definitely, Gina, I insist that you take. Yep, yep, yep. That's yeah, GG Games. That's Gina. That's Gina. Um, you know, real quick. Yes, Gina, I insist that you take the Cinnamon Challenge. And for those that do not know what the Cinnamon Challenge is, basically you get to place. I won't be live streaming it; it'll be recorded, but you get to run with Cinnamon in. There you go. You get to run with Cinnamon for a half an hour playing Fortnite, and you have to try not to laugh at anything that Cinnamon says during that recording. Now, if you yourself have a YouTube channel, you can live stream it as a special event. You can live stream it, and that is strictly, hey, what's going on, Bitsy? So again, Cinnamon will be back this Saturday. Um, and hopefully, oh yes, yeah, we're rocking and rolling here. Doing really well, doing really well. It's good to see all of you. Well, it's some days I do really well in the lives. Other days, hey, we're meeting our goal right now. We're getting ridiculously. Oh yes, oh yes. Hey, what's going on, Minty? Uh, yes, Broken Mike, I know has said that he would love to do it. And so yes, Gigi and Cinnamon definitely got her. And Gina, I got to tell you right now, um, I would almost recommend when we go to do when you go to run with Cinnamon, you definitely should. Um, oh my goodness, wow. I don't care who did, they can. Yep. And what I will suggest is making it like a special, making it like a special stream, and you go for like a half an hour. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Minty. And Mint Mint. I like that. That's cute. Uh I'm doing fantastic. Again, I hope everyone is doing really well tonight. I hope everyone's enjoyed the weekend. I'm looking forward to the week ahead. We have a big premiere tomorrow. Ron, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I know you, Ron. Let me tell you all right now. Ron really. Ron is one that he really, really, right, Mike? Well, they still came by and they still, watched even a few seconds. Yeah, we know. Um, it's just one of them things. Like I give a frick, you know. Can't argue with, I see 52 likes, so, hey. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, those dislikes, all I got to do is say to those dislikes, thanks for the watch hours. Anyhow, uh, but anyhow, for those that don't know, Ron really loves what I do in editing. He really pushes me he's like, I want to see more of that especially after we did the big premiere. Thank you so much. Uh, Thank you so much, Bitsy. I appreciate that. But let me clue y'all in. Ron, when we did the big premiere, where I did the cooking collab. Ron was like, man, I want to see. This is what I want to see. This is the stuff that we really got to do. Right, right. Uh, he really, Minty, I love it, man. I'll tell you what, Minty, you stick around. We'll toss you a wrench, or as they say over in Jolly UK, a spanner. Yeah, I actually know that. I actually know that. It is what it is. But anyhow, so that's. There you go. You guys are awesome. So that's, but Ron really does push me to really throw that awesome edited content out there and glass and so he really does push me to really provide that fantastic edited content. He really does. And I'm going to kind of give a special shout out to all of my friends in the Eclipse, all of you guys. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you guys are kind of letting me kind of eke up to the forefront, kind of almost, letting me kind of, almost jump out there. Poor Ron. Oh, no, no. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. But that's just the thing, you guys in the Eclipse have really kind of let me get right up to that forefront and kind of grab that spotlight. I love it. I love it, man. Love it. You guys, love, that's awesome. New car and everything. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I don't remember. I get hit in the head a lot, but new cars can be fun. I remember when Project Spirit was a new car to us. And, there we go. Uh, oh my goodness. You guys are awesome. Right. Cinnamon, yeah, there we go. There you go. And take it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. But so here we are, I'm already editing content for next year. So kind of heads up, we're going to be pretty much this next month, we're going to be releasing everything that should have been released earlier this year. Well, Bitsy, Cinnamon's going to be back this Saturday. I know you're already excited, so set your alarm clock, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So, that's awesome. All right, I can take a coffee break. Bitsy, you're probably one of the biggest fans of one of them. The hashtag savior. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to try to add something a little different in for the Cinnamon Lives. I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail, but I will say that it's possibly going to involve StreamYard. So, hashtag save Cinnamon. There we go. But as soon as I can, I need to corner. I got to corner GG Games. She's one of the next ones on the cinnamon challenge. Now, really quick, Bitsy, you're gonna love this. I don't know if you're familiar with the cinnamon challenge. Okay, I kind of have. Gina's a big fan of cinnamon. Okay. Um, all right, Chairman, you go rest up. Oh, fast enough. I've seen it played. I'm really not a big fan of it. And to be honest with you, Minty, uh, I'm going to kind of give you kind of like an inside track. The Prince Magnum channel is primarily a DIY channel. As a matter of fact, one of the things that when are we recording it? Hang on a second. What are you doing tomorrow? Let's see. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to wait till. What are you doing Tuesday? Well, no, Tuesday. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, it's YouTube, not Pornhub. Anyhow. Um, Let me see what's going on after the stream. Got to see what's going on after the stream. Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yes. Yes. Wednesday. Yeah, I'm thinking yeah, cinnamon's definitely yeah. I'm Gina, aren't you Eastern time? I think you're Eastern time, aren't you? If I remember correctly, Gina, you're Eastern time, if I remember correctly. But real quick, Minty, the Prince Magnum channel is primary. Yes, so you're going to be an hour ahead of me. Perfect. Um, oh, here we go. Um, what are you doing 4 o'clock your time? You going to be busy? Because that'll be about 3 o'clock my time, which will be absolutely. Oh my God, man. Fans only page. Oh my gosh. You guys. But yes, I'm thinking it'd be 3 o'clock my time, Wednesday, about 4 o'clock your time, hooking up and seeing about doing and basically running yeah, that'd be cool. If it hits 60 likes, I promise you, if at any point I have a stream hit 60 likes, I'm gonna cry because that is the most I've ever had in one stream. I promise you. So, yes, most definitely. Yeah, we'll have to get to, Gina, we'll get together and you can run with Cinnamon. And I would definitely suggest making it a special so everyone can see it live. And then I'll take the video footage and cover charge and run it through the editor. So if you do crack up during that stream, basically I will add in a counter, and every time you laugh, you'll hear ding, ding every time. So that's how that'll work. And if you go into uncontrolled, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. If you go into uncontrollable laughter, I'm just going to add in a glass shattering, and it'll say broken counter. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. And real quick, Bitsy, I know you're somewhere still in the live. Kind of a heads up, kind of a heads up because chat's moving so much I can't even keep up with it anymore. I just kind of yeah, if at any point you go into uncontrollable laughter, you can't even breathe, kind of a heads up. You're just going to hear a glass shattering and it'll just say broken counter. That'll be the end right there. And we just go ahead and finish it out, with you just laughing uncontrollably at Cinnamon. So that's how that works. Now, Bitsy, if you're not familiar, there is here on the channel called um, Off the Chain, Try Not to Laugh at Cinnamon. Two people have already taken the challenge. And what it is if you play Fortnite, you get to run with Cinnamon for a half an hour or thereabouts. At least two matches or a half an hour, whichever comes first. And during this half hour, Cinnamon will be saying all sorts of stuff laced with innuendo. And what will happen is you have to try not to laugh at that innuendo. Now, this is obviously for adults only. No children can take this challenge. Basically, if you're a warrior under the age of 18, you can't pick up this sword. So that's just kind of how it is. So if basically, if you want, you play Fortnite and you can take the Cinnamon Challenge, and for half an hour, you get to play Fortnite with Cinnamon, and you have to try not to laugh. But it's okay if you do laugh. The more you laugh, the better the video is, and that sort of thing. Of course, some people are Raven took the challenge and he had oh, you're gonna do it. And if you have your own YouTube channel or Twitch channel, you can live stream it. You are allowed to live stream it. The only thing that I would suggest is the only things that I'll suggest is number one, don't bring anybody else in during that run. And the other thing is you might want to keep it kind of separate, basically almost make it like a special, that it starts in and we go for the duration, we do your outro, and then, and I will not be streaming it. Basically, you get to stream it if you want, but those are the only things I would suggest. That basically, well, mainly it's just you and Cinnamon. That's how it works. So you really couldn't bring anybody else in. But if you do want to stream it, you're welcome. And of course, I know Raven took the challenge and Gamerian BRFC took the challenge as well. My goodness. Yes, it's absolutely, you get to play Fortnite with Cinnamon and you have to try not to laugh, which Cinnamon also does guest appearances on other people's channels during Fortnite. She does do guest appearances. She has her own Fortnite skin. You cannot miss it. You can't miss this. Yes. 55 likes. My goodness, that is getting ridiculously close. Yes. So kind of a heads up, so that's how that works. So I know there's already people wanting to download Fortnite so they can go play around with Cinnamon. Oh my goodness. A lot of people love the Cinnamon character. But we did there for a little bit, we were having some problems getting enough support to keep Cinnamon rocking and rolling. It's one of those things, trying to meet our goal, she just wasn't getting the support. Computers. I've got a refurb, and it's a lot of fun. I know some people have asked me, but mainly we don't game on this channel, but we have to add it in because for winter content, because being a DIY channel, money money and weather, right? Money and weather oftentimes play serious factors into my channel. If it gets cold and rainy or anything like that, I'm at a standstill. So Phasmophobia is more or less a video game. Uh, yeah, there you go. Paranormal investigation, basically ghost hunting. Now, real quick, I've got to complete it, but here's to give you an idea, Minty. Yeah, I've seen that you. To give you an idea, this is a hammer that I've still got to finish, but we refurb old tools. We do DIY romance and of course Project Spirit. I know you're a fan of Project Spirit. That's mainly, the big stuff that we do. We also dive into history. It's a lot of focus on DIY. But the problem with DIY is sometimes you run into money issues. Uh, yep. And it's not that I have anything against gaming. It's just that my focus is really on just doing DIY. That's what I enjoy more than video games. Um, which I need to do one on video editing for you guys. I really should do one on video editing, kind of showing how to play around with that a little bit. So we stand right now. So let's go ahead and recap. Tomorrow, big premiere on Project Spirit being changed over to an automatic car, a car with an automatic transmission. So there's going to be that whole, that big video there. Number two. Number two, we're already editing out. There you go. We're already editing next year's content because I basically have to build up enough content. Um, Interesting. Yeah, that stuff doesn't really scare me so much. You see enough of it, you don't worry about it. Sometime I'm going to have to tell you all about the scar that I got up here on this shoulder. Get a close up of that sometime. We'll have to talk about that one. Um, so a little bit of dry mouth there. All right. So that is kind of where we sit right now. Yeah. Um, we're going to dive back into, a lot of DIY. Um, it has quite a story behind it. It has quite a story. There you go. All right, Jacob. I appreciate that. I know you, Jacob, you're probably one of the few. I mean, I always know when I do a video or I go live, if I don't see you, I know to expect a comment. You're probably my Actually, if I look, I can pretty well guarantee you have the most comments in the past, what, 3 months on my channel. It's amazing. I know a lot of people watch it, but then they may not always put a comment, which is fine. I mean, I appreciate you watching it. If I see the likes and the views, basically the watch hours going up on a video, I'm happy with that. Comments, if you think of something you want to put in, great. If you don't, that's fine too. There you go, Kevin. Kevin's another one that put some. Kevin is one that he really got me to. I showed him a video from my channel, and since that time, um, he kind of inspired me to kind of push that video back out there to the front. And it's a video that really, really, I think it's one of my all-time. If you were to ask me which video is one of my all-time favorites that I've done here on the channel, this would be it. This would be definitely probably in my top five favorites. Probably right around, I would say it'd be my all-time, my second favorite. I apologize. My second favorite video that I've done. And my first favorite is one from a date that when Princess Faye and I went to a restaurant over in Fredericktown called The Pig, and to me that one is my all-time favorite now. But right behind it, and a very close, almost a tie for first, is a video that Kevin inspired me to kind of start pushing back to the forefront of my channel. And it's literally do-it-yourself budget hot rodding, a birthday to remember. And if you have never seen that video, it was just so much fun. I'm here to tell you, it was really exciting. It was an amazing video. Um, it was probably one of the most fun ones I had ever done. Basically, for an autistic young man's birthday, turning 14 years old, I got to take this autistic young man around my hometown sideways in Project Spirit. It was amazing. It was fun. It's actually, believe it or not, on my must see Prince Magnum channel videos. It is right in there. Yes, I love that video. It was one of my favorites to do. If there was a video that definitely was so much fun to make, um, that was it. That was really it. It was just so much fun, so much fun. And it's one of those videos that um, if you hate on that video, you definitely, if anybody was to hate on that video, they're probably not very nice people anyways. It's kind of like that, So a lot of people do really, really love that particular video. Ron's one of them that he's like, I love it, man. And I know a lot of people, a lot of my dear friends in the UK, love that video. And when I start talking about it, you know, say we'll all be playing Fortnite, and I just start talking. If I start talking about it, I mean, you want to talk about people that really, really, there you go, that really, my dear friends in the UK really love that video, and they're just, it's one of those things that that video really does get a lot more attention now than it had when it first came out. Ron is one that has actually kind of urged me to, you know, that has really urged me to really push that video as well to the forefront. Ron, that was a good idea. Thank you. You know, that was a really good idea. Thank you for that, Ron. That's really been. I know a lot of people have really fallen in love with that. There you go. Yeah, I know a lot of people really have fallen in love with that video all over again. Which I know, that young man's mom, I used to work with her in nursing. Um, and anytime that video comes up, she's like, that was probably one of the greatest gifts you could have gave my son. And it means the world to me that you did that because he still talks about it. And that's been what, 2, 3 years? Yeah. That's interesting. You sell pics for cash? Is it you kind of, you know, anyhow, maybe standing in front of the Eiffel Tower? I don't know. Makes for a nice postcard, I guess, you know. But anywho, so that's just kind of one of them things. Um, so a lot of people really have urged me to push that video, and Ron is one of the ones, and Kevin was one of them. I know Kevin really likes that video, so it's one of them things. So that's where we are. We're getting rid, moving out content that we should have been, or put out earlier this year. It happens, and we're having a good time. We're having a good time. We're getting close to our goal right now. Again, we're down to, when I looked a little while ago, 220 hours to go. And I know basically in the last few days, we really picked up a lot of watch hours. So, way to go. Thank you guys so much for the help. We're getting there. But I do need to wind down the stream for the night. Basically, I got to go chill out, go get some stuff done, kind of start preparing for tomorrow and going back to work. Tomorrow, we've got to get a few things taken care of on Spirit, and then I'll be back to driving her full time again, which will be great. I love driving my good old classic car. Classic car. I'm gonna have to actually talk about that. Project Spirit is almost 50 years old. She's 46, a 46-year-old car, still rocking and rolling after all these years. And we really can't call her a classic car anymore. She's an antique. Project Spirit is an antique car. When Project Spirit was brand new, a number one hit single on Billboard's number one chart was Linda Ronstadt's song, You're No Good. If that's any indication how old Project Spirit is. Oh my goodness, yes. Project Spirit's getting old. She's getting really old. For a car, most of us don't even have cars past, 7 years old, let alone, almost 46 years old. That's impressive, you know, and she's still going. She's still going. Project Spirit's almost half a century old. Take this in for a moment. In November of the year 2024, Project Spirit's going to be 50 years old. We call it a classic car, but at her age, she's no longer a classic. By legal definition, in most states, it's as soon as a vehicle turns 20, all the way up to the to 24 years old, they're considered classic. 25 and above, they're considered antique. Project Spirit passed that long time ago. She's like, yeah, I was a classic like years ago, like what, 21 years ago, something like that, 22 years ago. Yeah. So Project Spirit's an antique car. Just take that in for a moment. I don't want to think about that anymore because that means that dear old Prince Magnum, yeah. Yeah, 100% American. Well, almost. There's a couple of parts on Project Spirit that was made in Canada, believe it or not. And I could legit show you. We're gonna have to do a walk around of the old girl again for the year 2020. Well, the year 2021, we'll have to do a beginning of the year walk around. There you go. So that's kind of where we stand right now. We're rotating out content that we were supposed to release earlier this year. Thank God that I finally found it. So now I can rotate it out, basically release it to all of you. Some of it will be premiere, some of it won't be. Some of it will just be released so I could get it out there and get the views. But like, I'm got to start beginning, oh, thank you so much, Bitsy. And again, for those of you who love Cinnamon, she will be back. This, she'll be back, believe it or not, this Saturday, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Oh, I will. I will. I'll take good care of good old Spirit. She's now an important part of American history. Um, the Mavericks are almost completely gone from the American landscape, and even more in particular, the four-door Mavericks are almost extinct. Let me give you an idea. A couple million of them were made in the 70s. I don't know the exact numbers, but this actually came from the guy who was the vice. I don't know if he still is, but he was the vice president. He was joking about that. Cinnamon doesn't. She's not exactly a stripper, um, but she does get a little slutty. Yeah, yeah. Cinnamon's a little slutty, but yeah, she's a little yeah, she doesn't mind telling you what she likes. Um, but yeah, Cinnamon's gonna start getting, excuse the pun, a little bit more exposure, hopefully in the right way. Queen Bee, if you're somewhere in the background, make sure that you get in on the Cinnamon line. I know TFZ said that he wanted to. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her. Oh God. Oh God. Don't tell Cinnamon that. She'll um, you know, so Cinnamon is definitely going to be back. I guess you could say, took a little time off. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Gavin John, good to see you. Good to see you. My goodness. When you're here, I'm always glad to see you. Um, Gavin John did this stream a while back where he was working on, he was literally hacking a Nintendo Wii U, I think it was. And I'm like, you're awesome. You know. Oh, don't, oh my goodness. Yeah, Cinnamon's just but yeah, Gavin John was doing he was legit just he was hacking a Nintendo Wii U, I think it was what it was. And he had this really cool like robot animation in there, and I just thought that was like the coolest thing because it was so cool. Yeah. What color is Project Spirit? Um, we always called it Robin Egg Blue back in the day, which that actually, you know, um, it has a funny story behind it that most of us old hot rodders remember very well. But we always called it Robin Egg Blue, but Ford actually lists the old Maverick, that particular blue, uh, they listed, um, they listed it as Ford Light Blue is what they listed that particular color. Now, real quick, since I mentioned it, I better go ahead and answer it. That particular shade of blue in on a four-door car. All right, Jacob, you go rest well, my friend. But let's run through the bases real quick. Um, basically, that particular blue, that particular robin egg blue on a four-door car back in the day, we always used to make fun of it and call it grandma's car because usually if you've seen a car, a four-door car in that color, it was usually driven by some little old lady, some little grandma. So when I bought Project Spirit, which Princess Faye, technically Princess Faye was the one that bought her. She gave me the money and I purchased Project Spirit. Um, when that happened, um, I sent my mom a picture and said, "Hey, mom, check out my new car." And she looks at it and said, "Oh my God, a Maverick." And then she's like, "Oh my God, did you get Robin? Did you get Robin Egg a Robin Egg Blue four door?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "So you bought Grandma's car?" So that is actually an old joke. That's one of the reasons why we're looking at repainting Project Spirit because of that. I know no one really cares about that now. They really love that light blue that's on her, but no, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So that's where we stand. All right, so we are at a good stopping point again. Big premiere tomorrow. Tuesday we will not be doing anything other than hanging out with friends. Um, on other channels, whatever. And Wednesday, I know that Gina's probably going to run with Cinnamon in Fortnite and do the Fortnite challenge. We'll be back at our usual time Wednesday evening, unless I don't feel good. Um, I will, Kevin. I will. Thank you so much, Ron. Appreciate you being here. I always enjoy when you're here. And Thursday will be Thursday night sober talk as usual. Friday, expect a marathon stream of Fortnite Save the World. So if anybody plays the Save the World side of Fortnite, you are welcome to join. Um, it you can get up to four players in it. And it basically that's the PvE player versus environment side of Fortnite. It's a lot of fun. I'm slowly advancing through, but now we're at a stage where I got to drag some people in and get some help so I can get a little further along because where I'm at now is kind of a bitch. No question about that. Along with that, uh, Saturday, Cinnamon will be back in a live stream. Along with that, after the Cinnamon Live, we will be definitely doing another Fortnite marathon stream. In that Fortnite marathon stream, we will go as long as we possibly can. We are looking to get our watch hours hopefully before the end of the year. That is where we are at. We're shooting for that goal of getting monetization turned back on. Thank you so much, Kevin. And then Sunday we'll kind of recap and how we did on the week. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. Um, so I look forward to the Wednesday with you all, and and I hope to see as many of you as possible in tomorrow's premiere. If you're able to be there, that's even better. All right. So that does bring us to that stopping point. Again, if you haven't had a chance to smash that like button, please do so at this time. If you're not subscribed, be sure to go ahead and do that. Hey, Papa Kronos, we're just getting ready to shut it down for the evening. Just getting ready to shut it down. Real quick, Papa Kronos, tomorrow, big premiere here on the channel, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that will be 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain, and 5 o'clock Pacific Time. And if you're in the UK or in that particular time zone, London time, it'll be 1 o'clock a.m. So there will be a big premiere for tomorrow, Project Spirit. That's all I'll say. Project Spirit. All right, so that does bring us to the point where I get to say to all of you, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourself. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet and do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.